Hello, my name is Hanna. I'm the maker and designer behind HERBGARDEN knitwear, and in this video I'm going to take you with me on my trip to Copenhagen. I hope you'll enjoy it. On our first day, we just walked around the city a little bit and we found this beautiful tower where we could go up, and it was very pleasant because we did not have to climb any stairs. It was all very accessible, and we had this lovely view over the city, which was very, very nice for our first day to get to know where we were and to have a look around. Then, of course, we wanted to see one of Copenhagen's famous sites. This is the Rosenborg Slot, and it is in English, the Rosenborg Castle, and it is a beautiful little castle in the center of the city, and it is surrounded by a beautiful park and garden that is open to the public, and everyone can sit there and enjoy the beautiful atmosphere. It was really lovely. And we were told that within this castle you can also see the beautiful crown jewels, which are very lovely to see, but we decided, as we had such fantastic weather, which you can probably see here, that we didn't want to miss one moment of sunshine. In the evenings, all the locals, young and old, would gather in the castle gardens, and was such a lovely atmosphere to just sit there, and a lot of them were having picnics or just enjoying themselves, and that was really nice. We continued our walk, and the next thing that we saw was the Citadel of Copenhagen, which is very green, very beautiful, and surrounded by these big moats. As we went there, it was very calm and quiet, and there were a lot of people who used this area to have a run and just enjoy themselves or just have a walk. It was a very nice place to see. Inside were all these red houses, and it was such a lovely contrast to the green of the trees and the blue of the sky. It was very colorful and very lovely. And there was this old windmill, which is so pretty, I think. Next we found this little harbor by accident, and then of course we wanted to see the statue of the Little Mermaid, which is also one of the major sites of Copenhagen. And as you can see here, it was very crowded there. There were a lot of people who really wanted to see it. And then, of course, we had to make a stop at Nyhavn, which translates to New Harbor, which is a lovely street next to a canal where there are many restaurants and these very, very beautiful, colorful houses that Copenhagen is so famous for. In the evening, we walked by City Hall, which is this impressive building that you can see here. And finally, we decided to end our day at the water near the planetarium. And we sat there just watching the sun go down, and it was very lovely. On the next morning, we rented some bikes, and I was curious about the yarn stores in Copenhagen. So we went to visit Bruun Strik, which you can see here, and I was kindly allowed to film a little bit inside, and they had very beautiful yarns. Some brands that you might know, like Isaiah or Sandnesgarn, but also some yarns that were new to me, and of course they also had knitting for Olive. All over the store were these beautiful samples. There were so many of them, and they were knit so beautifully. They were really nice to see. And of course there were also some stunning hand-dyed yarns. And as we all know, there can never be enough yarn store visits within one vacation. So the next stop was, of course, the Knitting for Olive store, which I had always wanted to see. And it was everything that I had hoped for. They had all their beautiful shades. It was so lovely to finally see them in person, and I was also very impressed by all the samples that were there. I could have spent hours and hours watching all those samples. These are the kids samples, but there was also a big shelf with all the adult samples, and once again they were knit up so beautifully, and it was so lovely to see the yarn worked up. I really recommend if you have the time to make a stop there. It was really lovely. Then we decided to explore the city a little bit more, and there was this park where you could peek into the zoo and just see the elephants. The other people you can see on the other side, they are actually in the zoo, and we are just walking through this beautiful park. That was something that we really liked about Copenhagen. It was very green, and all the spaces were cared for very beautifully. Everything was very neat and clean, and yet everybody was allowed to use it. And as you can see, people made the best of the weather that we had there, and it was really nice. And then we also, by accident, came along the Copenhagen Stock Exchange, which sadly was destroyed by a fire just a few weeks before we came. In one store they had these very, very lovely ceramic houses which you can use as a candle holder, and I was so amazed by how many they were, and I thought they were super cute. Copenhagen has these yellow ferries which connect several points within the harbor and are part of the public transportation system. So for just the price of a bus ticket, you can get on and see the whole area from the water. And that is something that we really enjoyed. It's very convenient. You can get on and off where you like, and it is very affordable. On the third day, we crossed the harbour on a bridge that is only for pedestrians and cyclists, which was great. All of the city, there are so many options to travel without cars, which is perfect. And we decided to just walk around a little bit and explore the other side of the city. When I knew that I was going to Copenhagen, I asked on Instagram for advice on which places I need to see, and I got this absolutely awesome recommendation to see the street food market Reffen. There were so many little booths that sold food from all over the world. There really was something for every taste, and I really wish you could smell through the camera, because it was so hard to choose. It was such amazing food there. I chose these fried aubergines in tomato and garlic sauce with fresh bread, and it was absolutely great. Later we sat by the harbour and I could not stop myself from getting just one more dish, and that was really great too. Some grilled chicken. But I could have stayed there for a whole week and still wouldn't be able to try everything. So the variety is amazing. So I really recommend, if you are ever in Copenhagen, give it a try. Then the final thing that we did before we left is we took the ferry bus that I already showed you and had a look around at the harbour of Copenhagen. It was the perfect little vacation that I had with one of my oldest friends, and it was a great time. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time with a new knitting podcast. Bye!